I saw her on Instagram and I thought, you know, I love her story and I just want to get her involved with Pepp. I'm not going to see her on Instagram and be like, this girl's doing better than me and you know what, I need to pass her. I would never think that. I'd rather us link up and do bigger things. Hiya, welcome back. In the last video I spoke about quitting my job and my feelings towards it, how I prepared, what I did before, after, and where I'm at right now. So I thought to co-sign that journey, I'll bring someone along to speak about her quitting journey and how she kind of survived through that season in her life. So this is Debbie, I'll leave her to introduce herself.
Hi everyone, I'm Debbie. I work for ASOS magazine as an international production coordinator.
Woo!
And I'm also an ASOS insider, aka stylist.
So if you don't know Debbie, I suggest you jump on Instagram right now and get into all the amazing outfits. She would literally, I sit on my phone and I'm just like, this girl. Every day, slay. Why? Well, every day you post a picture, slay. And that's how I kind of found her. So I reached out and I heard her story on a podcast, Wear Your Dreams. And I thought, no. I need to get her on this show and get her talking about her journey. So that's what we're going to get into.
So I went to uni a couple of years ago now. I went to LCF and I did a fashion marketing degree for 2 years, and then I bridged on to actual degree, fashion culture and media. So I left uni and I was working at the time in Urban Outfitters.
Right.
I was also working for a designer called Wale Adeyemi. I'm not sure about him.
Yeah.
So I was doing that, left uni thinking, okay, God, when am I going to get a full-time job? And that didn't happen. So I think I was hating retail at the time.
Oh my god, that's literally my story.
Gosh.
Before I graduated, I didn't mind retail.
Yeah.
As soon as I finished, I was like,
I've got a degree now. Retail. So the job didn't come. I saw a job at the police posting. It was paying really well.
Yeah.
So I jumped on it. I wanted to get out of retail.
So you deviated from fashion, but you were still following a dream.
Yes, I was following a dream,
right.
But no. I thought it was a dream, but it wasn't a dream because I joined the police and I wasn't a police officer, as everyone keeps asking me. I was classed as police staff. I still had to wear a uniform, which sucks. I was based indoors.
It's like retail.
And I had to wear a uniform. Yeah, it sucks like retail. It was amazing pay, don't get me wrong, the police paid very well, but it was not my dream. Yeah. The desire for fashion was in my heart, to the point where the horrid uniform we had to wear, I tailored mine.
You had to make it tight.
I had to make it fitted. I had to streamline those high-waisted pants, and I just had to my skirt, everything. Everyone was like, why does your uniform look different? That's like,
because I'm different.
Because I'm different. Yeah. So I think I lasted at the piece for about 2 years, to the point where I was getting up to go to a job that I dreaded. You know that feeling you get?
That sinking feeling.
That sinking feeling. I was like, this is not the life. And the worst thing is, the police is a great job, don't get me wrong, great company to work for, the Metropolitan Police, that is. But there was a lot of young people there, and I kind of felt everyone felt the same, so it wasn't the greatest atmosphere.
Right.
Yeah, so I was like, do you know what, God, what we're doing? I'm going back into fashion. Mm-hmm. So I decided to quit the police. I didn't have a job, but I was like, God, I've got faith, I'm going to do this. I'm going to find a job within a month. 1 month down the line, the job didn't come.
Oh God.
2 months, 3 months, 4 months, the job was not coming.
So how were you motivating yourself throughout this period?
Okay, I don't know. I don't know. It could only be Jesus. The only thing, let me backtrack. So when I did leave the police, I was applying for jobs, again, getting shut down. I didn't have much experience apart from the retail and working at Wale Adeyemi, but I don't think it was experience. For me, I believe it was just God's plan. I remember I got a job, an interview at Mulberry in the shop, and that was going back to retail, but I was like, at this point, I'll take anything.
You got to that desperation
Exactly, got to that point, but somehow in between, a friend of a friend who worked at ASOS at the time, I think it was about 3 months in to being unemployed, she got me an internship.
Oh, amazing.
And she didn't even know me, which was the most bizarre thing.
You have these little angels that are part of your story.
I call my angel till this day. Aww. She got me an internship at ASOS, so I was working on the fashion team. I was assisting them. So I had this internship at ASOS. bear in mind I wasn't getting paid,
Right.
but I was in ASOS and I was tasting what I wanted.
Exactly.
And I was there for like I think a month, but because they liked me, like they kept on calling me back. And I'm saying they liked me not to blow my own trumpet, but because
you worked hard.
Yeah, and I was willing to be that person who was gonna. I wasn't begging it, but I was like, I'll do it. Like I wanted to show like
very eager.
Like I was diligent, consistent, and just like showing I want to be here, even though I'm not being paid for it. And then so I kept on getting called back. And it was over a period of a year, so since leaving the police, a period of a year, I was back and forth at ASOS interning. And one day, like I remember even crying one day in the canteen at ASOS, I was like, God, what type of a life is this?
Wait, were you just sitting there by yourself?
Yeah,
crying?
I just wanted a full-time job, and I felt like I was getting too old, and like I was older than the average intern.
How old were you at that point?
I think when I was interning, I was about 26.
Okay.
Or 26, 27.
That is so brave, Debbie. Honestly, believe in your own journey. I know that's so cliche.
It is cliche, and to be honest, at the time, you don't really. It's hard to see.
You don't know what the journey is.
No, there's nothing to hold on to. Like, there's no solid. Like, you haven't got a job. Like, you're literally walking by faith and not by sight.
Right.
So that was me, and I remember it was exactly coming up to 1 year where I would have left the police, and I one day literally was, I think it was a Saturday, would have been a year's anniversary, and I think it was a Thursday. I'm like, God, what do you want me to do? Like, if you want me to work in fashion, you better make a way for me. And I wasn't demanding hours. This is through tears, pleading. Dior, God's as my witness. The next day, ASOS called me and offered me a job.
Amazing.
And the beauty of it was that they created the job for me, and I feel that goes back to when I was interning and showing them I was willing, and they saw that, oh, we actually need someone to cover this, let's get her in.
So you basically created your own opportunity.
Yeah,
you worked hard to the point that they thought, you know what, we can't not have this girl. Possibly, and what she's doing.
Yeah, and they just saw that I could fit the role that they fit what they wanted in the role, or fit the position rather. So then that happened, and I was just like, what? That really like helped my faith, and I'm just like, wow. And so 5 years later, I'm still here. Or there. And it's funny again, last year, like it was coming up to 4 years of being ASOS. I'm like, God, okay, what am I doing? Then I got approached to be an ASOS stylist, which was what it was at the time, but now it's changed to ASOS Insider.
Insider, right.
And I'm just
so that, guys, if you don't know what that means, it means you have ASOS underscore before your name on Instagram.
ASOS Debbie. No, it's just Debbie. ASOS Debbie. But then that happened, and I'm just like, really? Why do you want me to do this? Like, we love your style. You dress up every day. It's like, no, I don't dress up every day. That's just the way I dress.
That's just me, right?
That's just me. And I'm just like, really? But I'm a bit older than the ASOS customer. That's what you want me. I was like, cool.
Do you think you're older than the ASOS customer?
Because the ASOS customer is 20 something. I'm in my 30s.
Are you?
Yes,
I didn't even know that.
I'm not 20 something.
Just got that good skin and that youthful, personality.
Bless you, Holy Spirit. But so I'm just like, do you know what? Okay, and this was a role that previously, do you know Freddie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I go by my name Freddie.
Guys, another Instagram goddess.
Freddie's my girl. Like, she was doing the role beforehand, and she had now left, and I was like, okay, I'll try it. And she's like, yeah, let's go for it. Okay, so as an ASOS insider, I guess it's about content creating for ASOS, but it's kind of letting whoever follows me, I guess, into my world.
Okay.
So it should be a balance of lifestyle and fashion and my job, but right now it's just purely fashion.
Because that is your life though.
Yeah, that is my life, but it's because like I work on a magazine and people don't understand it's so busy. It's really busy, and like I wish I could dedicate more to ASOS Debbie, but I can. I guess it's about balance. I'm at a better stage now.
Right.
But so yeah, just letting you guys into my world really. And
what is your world? If you were to sum up who Debbie is, who is she?
Who is Debbie? Debbie is, I believe in God, I love God, and he's just giving me this passion I hate saying passion for fashion, but he's giving me this joy and excitement for fashion, desire, and I just feel like I'm kind of in this industry to shine his light.
That's your genuine talent. Like you found your calling, your talent.
Definitely.
A lot of people don't find that throughout their life.
But then I feel sometimes like you can never just get there and that's it. It can either change or more things can be added. But I don't think that's answered your question, Dior. Because
it's fine. At least I'm getting a glimpse of you, and do you know, it comes back to the fact that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
To God, right? And the one thing is, even if you're not a believer of God, like I feel like if you have a desire for something, you just have to keep going. Like you have to keep going, pushing for it. And I just feel in this day and age, there's so many ways you can market yourself. Like social media is amazing. Instagram, you can have your own Tumblr, you can create a blog, like, and you can get noticed via that. And that's kind of what happened with ASOS. I didn't apply to be an ASOS insider or ASOS stylist at the time.
Right.
I was approached because they saw
you were busy being you.
That's it. I love that, being busy being you. And I feel like if you put yourself out there on Instagram or you have a blog, brands want to work with you, companies want to work with you. It may not even be a case of, okay, you find a full-time job, but you're collaborating and things are happening.
That's more than you just working on your own. The fact that someone's noticed and actually wants to get involved, that's the biggest compliment. Because I'm just living my everyday life and being fabulous. You're noticed. So I just feel like, have determination. Like, I know you didn't ask me like what. No, I'm actually gonna go move on to that and say, like, you took the biggest risk that I feel like a lot of people want to take, but it's almost like, oh, I don't want to kind of take a step down. But you took a step down in order to take 10 steps up. And that 1 year of interning, even though you were above the normal intern's age, worked out so amazing for you.
It did.
And you probably wouldn't change your story for anything.
No, I wouldn't, because I feel not everyone goes that route where they graduate from uni, they land a job and that's it. No, some people like graduate from uni, go into a job and they realise this is not where I want to be.
Exactly.
And if was it too late? What am I gonna do? And what happened with me at the police? Like, God made me uncomfortable. If you're not gonna leave, you're gonna get uncomfortable.
You're gonna get uncomfortable.
So to the point where you're like, you know what? Enough is enough, and I just need to get out of here. And I remember someone said to me. It was a photographer actually that was working at ASOS, and he said how some of us were so obsessed with like our careers and stuff. But if you think about it, like you graduate at uni 21. And like, so your working life kind of starts from there. Or career, rather.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky. But that's the age you start thinking about it after uni, if that's the route you take. So everyone takes that route. But from 21 to how many years are you going to be working for? Like maybe to your 50s, 60s?
Older than that now.
Older than that.
That's like 70.
That's 50 years. So if like at 21, if at like 25, 4 years later you don't know what you want to do, that's only 4 years of a 50, 60 year journey.
I have never thought about it like that. Because it's like you have 50 years to work or whatever, and in the first 4 you're stressing out.
You're stressing out, you don't know what you're going to do. Like, and even if it's maybe you're 21 and you're now 31, even 10 years out of a 60 year,
it's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
I don't know, journey. It's not a lot.
It's not a lot. So I feel and I think it's what you touched on before, the comparison. We're watching other people.
But what I focus more on is collaboration rather than competitiveness. You know, if I feel like one of my friends is doing something amazing, let's get together and do bigger amazing things. It's not, oh, she's doing this and I'm jealous. Never. I'm taking time out of my day to worry about someone else. That means I'm not on my job.
It doesn't, and to be honest as well with this whole Instagram generation, like I call it the microwave generation. Everyone wants things quick. Like we keep watching other people and we feel like that's the life, but you do not know what's going on behind closed doors.
Exactly, it's an edited version.
The best highlights of someone's life.
Highlight reel, like that's it.
Exactly, not that my Instagram is like that. That's it. But
she doesn't want to give me that.
But like, I mean, we just need to stop watching other people and just, it's a song lyric, I'm like, stay in your lane. Like,
so what would you say are like your top tips for anyone who is either leaving uni, trying to get a job, someone who's still studying, or someone who's in a job that they hate, like what you were doing? What is your tip for like all these three kind of types of people?
Okay, and is this people who want to go into fashion?
Into fashion,
Okay, my first tip is always narrow it down into what you want to do. Because when people are like, I just want to get into the fashion industry, I just want to get into the fashion industry. What do you want to do? The fashion industry is so broad, and there's fashion styling, there's photography, there's design, there's
so production, wholesale.
There's buying, there's merchandise, there's styling. So like, narrow it down to what it is in fashion that you like. I think that's step one. Step 2, reach out to people.
Yeah.
Hello. Reach out to people that you admire who are doing what they're doing. Don't get me wrong, people are busy.
Yeah.
They're not all going to respond to you.
And that's fine too.
That's fine. Don't take it personal. People are just busy out there with your busy out there. But reach out to people and ask for if you can shadow, if you can intern, if you can get some experience. Offer your services for free. Don't be a doormat. Don't get taken advantage of. But offer your services for free. Just to get insight, and it's good for yourself because you might not even like what you thought you wanted to do.
And you did that with your job. You realised that this is not me, so you left and you said, I'm going to take that risk and find me, get back to the core of who I am. So in that sense, I think the biggest takeaway I have from your story is that you're constantly on a journey of discovery.
Definitely.
And you're not fake about it.
Yeah,
you're willing to do what it takes to be you.
Your passion pushes through as well.
Yeah.
Like if something is genuinely yours, like it will show.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't stop until you get it. And don't get me wrong, it's not easy. Like that's the thing. It's the time frame. It's the waiting. But would you rather like just settle, like give up in your hopelessness and settle?
Yeah.
I think not, because you'll regret it. And even if you try it and it's not for you, at least you know you've tried it.
You tried it.
Yeah,
there
exactly.
you go. And that alone is a good pat on the back.
Yeah. And what I love as well, it's not so much a tip, but it is a kind of a tip. Like sometimes, like if you're like pursuing a job in fashion and you can't find it, then create it yourself.
Oh my gosh, I always say this to people. I don't know you could create a role.
You can create a role. Look at how many roles have been created from social media. Like people, companies, brands pay someone just to take pictures of
their stuff,
or just to handle their Instagram accounts, as we know that. Like just to go out there and get pictures of street styles at Fashion Week. Like you can create your job.
As long as you've got, I don't know, it's the confidence, the skill, and a actual proposition that makes sense to that brand.
Of course,
you know, then I don't even understand how anyone can say no to you unless they couldn't afford to pay you.
There are some people that have to be real and they have to support themselves financially.
Yes,
so
of course.
What I feel is like you can, if maybe you're working in a job, an office job or a retail job, but that's not where you want to be, you're trying to get elsewhere, do it on the side.
Yeah.
Like,
and I did that for a while.
Do it on the side. So have your full-time job, but have your also 5 to 9 when you're going home, you're creating a blog, or you're working on Instagram, or you're shadowing a photographer, or you have that side hustle. And it seems like time is precious. Like, it's like people don't have it, but you invest in what
matters to you.
Yeah,
exactly. It's like relationship.
Just like
if the guy's not making time for you, he don't want you.
But that was noted.
Oh, thank you so much for coming today.
I don't literally,
and telling them your story and being so open as well. Because that's what I love, when people are just willing and ready to help people by sharing their journey, saying, hey, this is what I've done, and you know, you can make it through too. And it even encourages me, because I'm on this entrepreneurial journey where it's hard. I haven't got salary anymore. But when I meet people like you, it just makes it so much more worth it, because like I said, contacts are everything, and what I'm doing now is solidifying my future. So that's what you guys should be worried about. Don't worry too much about the here and now. If you're uncomfortable in something, figure out how to make it work for you.
Exactly. And I thank you, Dior, for letting me have this talk, because it reminds me of my journey. And sometimes when I'm like, oh God, I can't be dealing with work today, I can't be bothered, I was like, do you know how many people want to be in your position? I can easily take you out, honey.
You're replaceable.
Exactly. So I'm like, thank you, God, I love my job. I'm really grateful. I want to stay where I am.
Guys, if you have any questions for Debbie, email me. I'll try and get them to her. And that is it for today. Thank you again. There will be more, as always.
I'll be watching them.
Thanks, girl. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
I've been doing that for a year now. It's been interesting. Like, it's...
Hello? It's Dior, Deirdre, and you're interrupting my filming. It's okay, hold on, let me give you to Sonia, hold on.